Hey guys, it's Dark Architect 18 back here with another YouTube video, and today we're doing the Atago. So just before I get into this, I just want to say I do ship reviews, Death Strike videos, and much more. So before I start, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you like the content and want to support the channel, hit that notification bell and stay notified for all future videos. And now it's time to get into it. So today we got the Atago, so we're going to break down the commander and some other stats for the Atago. So first of all, we got we spawned by B cap on this map, and we're going to head towards the A cap if that works out. We're going to see how that plays out, but we're going to try to cut away here. But yes, commander-wise, we got the Azerlane Atago commander as our main one. We have inspirations of Victor F. Einstein and Nikolai Kuznetsov. So we have a turret traverse and range build. So the Japanese cruisers, especially like Atago and Mogami and such, require a better, one, a better rudder, and two, they require a better turret traverse. So, and also they're pretty lacking in range, so that's why I built it for that. So other skills we got for the Azerlane Atago, we have Beyond Range, Arsonist, Sponge, Fixated, and Refill Station. Consumables, we have 2 sonars and 3 catapult fighters and 2 heals. The heal is 240 HP for 240 HP per second for 28 seconds. So that's pretty significant. Also, I'm going to break down the stats now. So for Atago, we have a survivability of 52 out of 100. So 40,100 HP, 6 to 127 millimeters of armor, 16% torpedo reduction. Artillery, we have 66 rating, 5x2 203 millimeter guns, which are equivalent to 8-inch guns. We have a 16.9 kilometer firing range, 13.7 second reload time, 29.4 second 180 turn time for the turrets, which is quite slow. I don't know if that's worse, like the worst cruiser turret traverse, but it's definitely not optimal, because you want your turret traverse to be much less than that. So like probably, I don't know, like Cleveland or Atlanta or something is probably like 5 or 7 or less than that. Those are like lighter cruisers, but this is heavy, so a heavy cruiser. So I don't know, maybe around 10 or 10 to 15 is probably good, but 29 is definitely on the long side. Anyways, you got a 36%. Or not 36%, excuse me, 3630 max HE damage, 25% HE chance. I was about to say 36. I was like, what? It's 25%. So fire chance. So 4700 max AP damage. Secondaries are 4x2 127 millimeter, 5.2 kilometer firing range, 5 second reload time, 2100 max HE shell damage, with a 16% fire chance for the secondaries, which is unheard of, to be honest, for a cruiser. So it's actually kind of funny, to be honest. Most cruisers' secondaries are like, I don't know, like 8% or less, usually. So nothing usually significant for cruiser secondaries. Torpedo-wise, we have a 40 out of 100, so a 4x4 610 millimeter torps, 101 second reload time for those, 6 second 180 turn time, 15,300 max damage for the torps, 1.6 kilometer torp detectability, 8 kilometer torp range, and 76 knot speed for the torp. So they are pretty fast, but their range is it's not bad. There are torpedoes that go farther, like the Italians that go like 13 kilometers with like a 54 or 56 knot speed for for their torps, so I think they hit less harder as well in terms of damage. But that's just a comparison to give you an idea of like the speed and the range when you compare it to like Atago. AA defense, so you got 47, so 28 by 1, 25 millimeter guns, 50 average damage per second, 3.1 kilometer firing range, 4 by 2, 127 millimeter, 40 average damage per second with a 5 kilometer firing range. So AA is not that good on this. It's kind of mediocre, which is kind of understandable. It's a Japanese heavy cruiser. It's not anything insanely good, like compared to Azuma, which that's like 90 AA rating out of 100. So yeah, so maneuverability on this thing is definitely a strength. I have 35.5 knots, so that's kind of below average, at least speed-wise, but turning circle radius is 790 meters, but the rudder shift time is 3.9 seconds, which is actually excellent. It's borderline agility, essentially, for the cruisers. I think it's like 3 seconds or 3.5 seconds for the rudder is when you can technically classify as an agility built cruiser. So it's pretty close. I guess you could build it like I have it currently, or you could build it for, I don't know, range or more concealment. I think more concealment or range, or possibly mixing in that reload / turret traverse speed would be wise. I guess it depends how you want to reason it, but that's just my thoughts. If you're going to take a different take on it. Concealment, we have a 59 out of 100, so we have 11.7 kilometer detectability by sea, 7.4 kilometer detectability by air, 2 kilometer guaranteed detectability range. So that means if you're 2 kilometers away from somebody in a smoke or not in a smoke, you will see them. 6.9 kilometer detectability when firing in smoke, so decent detectability in smoke, which makes sense. Obviously, the detectability for your ship increases when you're out at sea and they're not really being protected by smoke or anything, and you're firing. Your detectability bumps up to like, I don't know, it's like 17 to 19 kilometers minimum when you're firing. So you really got to know when you're firing your main guns, and you really got to pick and choose when you think a good engagement is necessary, or if you have to. Sometimes you don't even have a choice to engage with the enemy. So it really depends. So yeah, those are the stats. Those are the commanders. Now we're just going to kind of break it down a little bit with the Atago and how I'm playing it at the end here. So it's a pretty close game. Well, actually, no. At least ship-wise it is, not points-wise. We're off, 400 points, give or take. So, yeah, we're shooting at the Azuma. We got HE going. We got a Confederate right there. We're at 84,000 damage. We have 9 fires. We got 3 torp hits, 3 floods, a defend. Just got a kill there, and we got a double strike, which is absolutely awesome. So we got the Azuma, and I think it was the Colorado, because we shot Torp Sorper in that area. So, yeah, we're 340 points off now. We got another Azuma over here, which I think this was a match where it was like, there's 2 Azumas. You don't usually see an Azuma like twice in a match. Maybe you see it once, if that. So it was kind of surprising to me, but it's a really underrated ship, the Azuma. So is the Atago, to be honest. You don't see Atagos a lot anymore. So it's just a ship that is, I don't know, there's things that can counter it, but also it's just a little bit harder to play because you're out in the open, and a lot of people don't like to play cruisers out in the open where they can just get dev struck right off the bat if they're broadside at all, or if there's any solid player on the enemy team. They really know where to aim at your ship. They can take you out. So it's this game really shows how you can play Atago. And it just shows that the Atago is really just a fire monster overall. So the fire chance of 25%, you are setting a fire pretty much every salvo minimum. I think if you're like a 20% or something, 22%, maybe every other salvo or shot where you set fires. But yeah, it's still pretty nasty overall as a ship. The agility that I have on this build and the fire chance makes it just like brutal. Like, you don't want to be on the receiving end if you're reversing me with this. It's just brutal. So we're just going to try to push up here. We are still 400 something odd points. They got both caps. I'm trying to get the A cap. I'm going to try to focus this Colorado next because he is almost gone, and if we can get the game closer to a win, that'd be great. I'm all for that. So team's focusing the Colorado, which is good. So we have I think battleship and a cruiser helping still. So Atlanta's still firing at that guy. I'm going to try to take a shot on him. I'm going to turn, and that guy misses, so that's good. I'm going to slow down a little bit, shoot torps right at the Colorado. He's dead, so didn't really need to use those, but we're up to 133,000 damage. Confederate, double strike, like 14, 16 fires, something like that, double digits. We're really pushing the Atago here with playing it smartly here, but we're also really just doing our role. And that's the thing with any of these ships on this game, is if you know what you're doing with your role and you're playing it strategically and really thinking, how can I really, help out my team and get this to be a W. You just gotta. It just gets a lot easier as you start playing ships more and knowing their potential and their numbers, being able to just shout out numbers like, oh, the Mogami has 8-kilometer torps is 76 knots, essentially like a Atago torps in terms of their potential, and you can just really enhance your awareness as to like what other ships can really do, essentially, and what seems reasonable and what doesn't. And you can even kind of notice what kind of build they have. If somebody's firing at you every 3 seconds or something, they probably have a reload build. If they're firing, they get a fire on you every time, they're probably running it HE build. So really depends. You just gotta kind of be observant and just really pick out those details and be like, okay, this guy's probably running this, or this is what's, you just kind of, I don't know, just kind of think out the details out loud and kind of make it make sense if you can. Sometimes it's not always possible, but it just helps you to be more aware of what you can do. So just want to say, if you like the video, make sure to like it and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to stay tuned to the next video. Appreciate everyone's support so far, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's really a tough kind of loss, to be honest, but it was really, really close. If I took out, if that, I think it was a battleship, if that battleship came out, maybe, that Brandenburg came out maybe a minute ago, he would have been toast, and I would have gotten 6 kills and probably like 30, close to 3,000 XP. I was 2,066 XP on this, on a loss, which is insane, because those are like, that kind of XP is equivalent equivalent to a solid win on any kind of day with any kind of ship. So really just, you know, our team couldn't quite pull it through right there, but I thought that was a good game to show the potential for the Atago and what it can really do on the battlefield, and hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for the next videos that we got for the channel, and yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks. Peace. Bye.
Good shot.